watching closely.
What's the secret, Max?
You just gotta find something you love to do and then do it for the rest of your life.
I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me.
Hello, and welcome to the Establishing Shot, a podcast where we usually do deep dives into directors and their filmographies. We're taking a small break between director series, though, and I wanted to put something out there, just a little bonus episode for you all this week. Not an official full-length episode, but yeah, a little tidbit. I just wanted to share a special review here in a second, but I just wanted to talk for a second about something that I've kind of started an endeavor with, and that is working on showing my kids kind of classic movies, warming them up a bit, if you will, to really good movies. And it's an idea that kind of I was spurred on by various sources, some different podcasts. But yeah, it's just something that I have a heart for. I really love movies and cinema, and of course, I really enjoy some kids movies, and some crazy animated movies are always fun. But those aren't the only movies that kids can watch. I feel like we do so much dumbing down of our kids by what we give them as options to watch and to take in as far as media and art goes. And I think that's an area that we really, especially here in America, have a lot of growth that we need to do in. And so I'm going to recommend this book. It's by Burr, and it's called, you probably can't see it, obviously, if you're just listening on the podcast, but even it's kind of hard to see even on YouTube here. But it's called The Best Old Movies for Families, a guide to watching together. And when he says old movies, he means old movies. I'm not sure what the most recent movie in here is, but they go up to like the 70s, I think, as far as the range of the decades goes. But yeah, it's a great little book. It's not one that I'm necessarily like reading through, but one that I'm using kind of as a just kind of like a reference guide. Basically, he has a lot of recommendations for movies to watch with your kids within different age ranges, those being toddler, tweener, and teenager. And so obviously, like, your films can get more mature as your children get more mature. But yeah, we've I kind of really have taken this on as like an endeavor to really help, my son right now. My daughter's still a baby, so she can't really join in yet, but my son is 4, and I want him to be able to not just watch like flashy movies that are like trying to be goofy, and those are fine. And he'll watch his fair share of those, but I want him to be able to sit down with a movie that has a little bit more substance to it. And it's just like a classic cinema that's just good to watch. Ty Burr in his book opens up with a story about his 9-year-old daughter that loves movies and wants to do a screening of Bringing Up Baby for her 9th birthday, and how like they say, are you sure? And she's like, yes, it's my birthday, that's what I want to do. They send out the invites. Parents of other kids that are invited are like nervous. They're like, my kids nervous they're not going to actually sit and watch this movie and get into stuff. And turns out the kids like were entranced by it. They took like a birthday cake break, and like then the kids were like, yeah, let's finish the movie. And the parents got there to pick them up as it was finishing, and they were like amazed that the kids were like entranced by this old black and white movie. And yeah, I just feel like we treat our kids as if they have no concept of what's interesting and what's like good art and what's I don't know. We just dumb things down. And so yeah, this is an endeavor that I'm taking on with my son and eventually my daughter, of like, let's sit down as a family and watch an old movie together. The recent ones we watched The Wizard of Oz, which is obviously, you know, a great classic movie. And then most recently we watched the Adventures of Robin Hood, starring Errol Flynn, who is just incredible as Robin Hood, just like a movie star of movie stars. And so that was my first time watching that with my son. So yeah, he enjoyed them. He obviously doesn't understand everything that's going on in the movies, but he doesn't have to enjoy them for what they are and for what he is capable of understanding and enjoying. And so yeah, I asked him if he wanted to be on the podcast and tell people what he thought of the movies, and he said yeah and was excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut to him and let him give his little review of The Wizard of Oz and The Adventures of Robin Hood. So I hope you enjoy his review, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. We're starting the Christopher Nolan series on September 1st. So there'll be a 1-week break where we don't have anything coming out. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you then. But until then, here is my son Ezekiel's review of sorts of The Wizard of Oz and The Adventures of Robin Hood. Enjoy.
It's starting recording. Don't touch your microphone. Okay, you ready?
Right.
All right, tell them your name.
My name is Ezekiel.
Yeah? You gotta stay back here, okay? What movies did we watch together recently, Ezekiel?
The Adventures of Robin Hood and The Wizard of Oz.
That's right. And let me ask you about The Wizard of Oz. Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay, who was your favorite character in The Wizard of Oz?
Dorothy.
Dorothy? Dorothy was your favorite?
Yeah.
Oh. And what did you like about Dorothy? You don't know, you just liked her? That's okay. What was your favorite song?
I liked the Lion song.
The Lion song, If I Were King of the Forest? Didn't you like one of the songs that Dorothy sang, too?
I liked that one, too.
Yeah, do you remember what it was called?
It's called... Somewhere Over a Rainbow.
Yeah. All right, you gotta stay right here. Somewhere Over the Rainbow. That was a pretty song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there something you thought was funny about The Wizard of Oz? What was funny in it?
I liked the Lion song.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was your favorite song, and it was funny.
That was silly, wasn't it?
It was silly. Do you have anything else you want to say about The Wizard of Oz? Don't touch your microphone.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, well, what about The Adventures of Robin Hood? Who was your favorite character in The Adventures of Robin Hood?
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, of course. Robin of Locksley, huh? Remember that was his name? And tell me this. What was your favorite part of The Adventures of Robin Hood? Don't touch your mic.
No.
You don't know? Well, what were some... Oh, don't do that. What was your favorite parts of the Adventures of Robin Hood? Something that you liked.
I liked when Robin and Marion kissed.
You liked it when they kissed? What? Why did you like that?
Because I just did.
You just did? Well, I did too. What else did you like? Ooh, remember what our favorite part at the end was?
What?
What happens with Robin Hood and Sir Guy?
They sword fight.
They sword fight. It was cool, huh?
I'm waving at myself.
Yeah.
You're waving at yourself.
Uh-huh. Oh, don't do that with your mic. And, oh, what was that other part? Remember when they were getting... Oh, buddy, don't do that. Remember when they were getting the treasure wagon? What did they do from the trees?
Swing on vines.
Yeah, they swung on vines. That was fun, huh?
It was.
It was. Do you have anything else to say about those movies? I don't think so. Okay, that's fine. Do you like watching movies, old movies with Mommy and Daddy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fun, huh? All right, you want to say bye?
I
Bye.
was saying bye to myself, and you were saying bye to yourself.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Establishing Shot today. We hope you enjoyed the episode and got a lot out of it. Make sure before you go to like and subscribe on all your podcast platforms, and especially on Spotify and Apple. If you could leave a rating and review, that would greatly help the visibility of the podcast, and I would greatly appreciate it. Again, if you go to establishingshotpod.com, you can find out all you need to know about the show, where to find us on the social media platforms, where to find us podcast-wise, YouTube, and you can even leave a voicemail there on the website on the right side of your screen. So click that if you want to give a comment or ask a question about the show. Just feel free to leave a voicemail. We'd be happy to feature that on the show. And also, if you just want to email rather than leave a voicemail, you can email us at establishingshotpod@gmail.com, and we would be happy to answer your question there or feature a question or comment on the show if it pertains to the episodes. So please do that, and we would love for you to join the Establishing Shot family. You can, again, find where to do that on the donate page at establishingshotpod.com. We hope you have a great week, and we look forward to seeing you again next time.
We were happy here. For a little while.
But look, I figure it this way. Better to be king for a night than schmuck for a lifetime.